Hello guys and welcome back to another vlog. My name is Paige. Welcome to my little corner of the internet, Page in the chapter, or welcome back if this is not your first time here. It's been a while since I've vlogged, but I've genuinely really missed vlogging. It's like my favourite element of booktube is reading vlogs. So the book that we are reading in today's vlog is Twisted Games by Anna Huang. This is the second book in the Twisted series, Twisted Love being the first book. So far, this one is like my favourite by far. This book has already completely taken over my life and I don't want it to end. I'm really like struggling with how quickly that I'm reading it because I only started it last night and I am 220 pages in. I stayed up late to read it. I woke up early to read it. I have procrastinated filming a video and starting this vlog in order to read it. I am supposed to be working on a job application today. Instead, I'm just reading Twisted Games. It's like more than halfway through the day. I have no idea what time it is, but it's definitely after 12 o'clock. And it's all because I was procrastinating by just reading Twisted Games. I cannot stop with this book. So this follows our main character, Bridget, and she is a princess for like a small European country. It's very Princess Diaries. I'm loving it. And she has like a very big attraction to her bodyguard Reese, and this like dynamic between Bridget and Reese is so fun to read about. I love watching them interact on the page. But unfortunately, when Bridget's brother abdicates because he wants to marry his girlfriend who is not of royal blood, Bridget is then forced to become the crown princess and become prepared to become queen one day. And because her brother abdicated for love, poor Bridget now feels completely trapped and like there's no other option for her to be with this guy that she is interested in, and she just has to marry for politics rather than love now. I would describe this book as Princess Diaries but older, more political and way spicier. I love the Princess Diaries books as well as loving the Princess Diaries movies, and so this is absolutely serving. I thought the like unrealisticness of princess from a small European country in America would really put me off, but it hasn't. Like, it doesn't read like it's really cringy or anything like that. I'm really enjoying it. So that is my thoughts so far on Twisted Games. The plan of action for today is to bring you along on this vlog. Finish this book. Before finishing the book, I will hopefully have worked on my cover letter and finished off this application, and then I can reward myself by finishing this book, and then I will be asking over on my Instagram at Page and Chapter if you are interested what book I should read next. But yes, I just kind of wanted to pop in, start this vlog, say hello because it's been a while since we've done a reading vlog. I genuinely don't remember how I used to start them. But yes, if you guys like reading vlogs and you would like to obviously see more of this face, then do feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below to stay tuned for future content. I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and a Friday, and that is coming back in full force. Hopefully you guys will have already like seen some videos up from me by the time this goes live, but we will be continuing. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. I hope you are prepared to not know what I'm reading next, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I have no idea if you will be able to hear me over this rain, but oh my god, it's just come out of nowhere. I have about 500 words of my cover letter written, so like we're getting there. The first draft is pretty much almost done. I have a couple of things that I need to iron out, and then basic edits, and then oh my god, what is happening? And then just send it off to various people who are going to help me out. But I'm procrastinating the rest of my cover letter because I'm finding it so hard for this job. I'm procrastinating that because I've decided that I want jackfruit burritos for lunch. But whilst I have everything that I need for jackfruit burritos, I need an onion and some taco seasoning. So I was planning on doing a quick trip to Tesco, but the weather is against me. That's the update. We're having jackfruit burritos today. I'm a vegetarian if you didn't know. So, sticking some jackfruit in my burritos makes them a little bit more like protein rich than just having them with no meat or any, like just beans. Although beans are high in protein, aren't they? So, I don't know, I'm rambling. But these are like the best thing that I got out of uni. I also got like best friends forever and a degree and, useful stuff out of uni too. But I still think the best thing to come out of my uni experience was a recipe for these jackfruit burritos. And as we can see by the fact that I've pulled out my course fleece, I'm missing uni a lot lately. So I'm gonna go relive some big nights whilst I finish off this cover letter. Start thinking about when I go to a new uni and I can't wear University of Exeter stuff anymore because I'll be wearing University College London stuff. Oh, that was a horrific experience. Like, the minute I stopped filming and started driving, it was coming down even worse. Like, I'm sure it was hail at one point. I was sure it was gonna come through my windscreen. I literally couldn't see a thing. Anytime I had to like pull out for anything, it was essentially just like a gamble. It was not fun. I hate driving anyway. I've been a bit better since I've like been through my like anxiety treatment and stuff, but I can't stand driving. Every time I get behind the wheel of a car, I feel like I'm going to die, and today did not help. But it's fine, I made it. It was probably good for me to drive in those conditions. Can't always avoid the rain, especially living in England. When it rains that hard, you kind of know that it's not going to last. When it rains that heavily that there's literally zero visibility, you know that it's going to let up fairly quickly, and as you can tell, it is now just spitting. So I don't know how Formula 1 drivers do it, because I was literally going at like 30 miles per hour shitting myself, and yet F1 drivers are going at over 100 miles per hour in rain, probably worse than that. That freaked me out, but it's fine, I did it, and now I can go buy the stuff and I can reward myself with some jackfruit burritos. Of truth. They're not as spicy as I would normally go for, but I didn't add a chili in today, so that checks out, but they are very good. This was a fantastic idea on my part. It's a great lunch. Hello friends, it is 6:30 in the evening. I have finished the draft of my cover letter, sorted out my references, emailed the draft of the cover letter to my friend so she can check over it and help me out. This is Neville. You guys, I haven't done this angle before. I haven't done any reading yet today, which is, well, obviously I read before I started this vlog, but I haven't done any reading in this vlog. But I also had a phone call with one of my friends from uni. We realised that we don't really talk very often, but we're both still like wanting to keep in touch, and I've just been feeling a little lonely lately. All my uni friends are so far away. That is the problem with going far away to uni, and whilst I don't regret it, obviously it's a bit sad now I finished. But we now have like a weekly check-in, so we just had our weekly check-in. It was very nice catching up, and now I'm going to read Twisted Games until Jack finishes work, and then I'll be going over to his house and I'll read some more of Twisted Games there. Hello guys, it is Wednesday. I did not do any vlogging yesterday. I was with Jack all day, and honestly I was just reading Twisted Games like all day on our various activities, and I have now finished it. I shoved the bookmark in here to keep it safe, but this book is well and truly read, finished. It kind of started to lose me a little bit towards the end. I'm gonna give it like a 3.5, 3.75 rating. I really enjoyed this book. I definitely preferred this one over Twisted Love. It's a lot lighter than Twisted Love. Twisted Love was like my first like step into some more thrillery romances, but this one kind of takes a step out of that again. The thing that massively lost me about this book, right, is that Bridget's grandfather has a heart attack. He's like in his room, Bridget's in there with him. Reese sneaks in, Bridget's trying to like end things with him, and then they just start going at it. Not only was it like in the middle of a breakup and completely out of nowhere, and he literally just like kisses her and then just enters her. Like, there's no foreplay or anything like that. It's just completely out of nowhere. They're also still in the room with her grandfather, and like, that's just where it lost me. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, really? So that's kind of why my enjoyment of it massively like dropped. It just lost me there. And as well, I just whilst I liked the resolution, I really thought like my predictions for the story and things like that were, whilst arguably less realistic in terms of like the details of it, would have, in my opinion, just been a slightly better ending. I feel like the resolution and the way they got there happily ever after was just so Princess Diaries. I was a bit disappointed. I really thought that it was going to take a different route. The setup was there for it to take that route, and then even though it kind of like half took that route, it did a little bit of a U-turn halfway down that route and took the other route again, and I would have just preferred it to stay, even though that would have been slightly less realistic. I think it just would have felt less Disney. I would highly recommend it. As I said, it's my favourite in the series so far. I did order some ivy for my bookcase. Now, this isn't exactly how I wanted it to come. Think I can make it work? It'll be worth it. I've been looking for some ivy to put on my shelves for about a year now. I was gonna buy the ones in Typo, but the ones in Typo are £30, which is a lot of money for what they are. And also it's like a USB, and I would rather have a battery pack than a USB. I could make it work, but for £30, if I'm going to spend that money on a garland, I would want it to be exactly what I want. So I finally just gave in and took to Amazon, but it's really difficult to tell how they're going to be on Amazon, so this may not be really what I'm looking for, but we'll see. Right, I've done it, but that took entirely too long. But the lights flash and I want to be considerate. There we go. Definitely has some bald spots. It's not perfect, but I think it's going to get the job done, especially since I film with a ring light and you don't really see the lights anyway. It's just for when I'm like studying in there and stuff. I like to have some fairy lights in there, and I will be obviously going back to uni in September, so I will be studying in there. But I'm going to do the next two and then I'll show you the finished product once I've got it all hung up and stuff. Right, this took up a disgusting amount of my time. And it doesn't even look that good, but I think I'm going to have my boyfriend try fix it for me the next time he's over, and it, you know, it works for now. I can see myself filming in front of this. I think it's, you know, kind of cute, and I think I kind of like the fact that it's not like a full curtain the whole way across and I can still see the books and get to the book. So I think I'm actually okay with the way that it turned out, and I just kind of wanted something decorating the shelves when it's not in a seasonal period. Obviously I've done the maple leaves in autumn and the tinsel at Christmas and stuff like that, but I just wanted something that can work all year round, just as like a permanent decoration, and I think I made a good choice with going with ivy. Yeah, now I'm just gonna chill, maybe start a new book, and then wait to go to work. Also, look, I've like massively cleaned out up here as well. Like, I got rid of so many books, you guys. I really did. Good morning, guys. I have the Exeter jumper on today because I am missing it immensely. Everyone is like down there graduating right now. I don't regret skipping out on graduation just because I'm very happy with what I was offered last year and I'm happy to kind of just leave it there, but I am just missing everyone from uni like crazy today. So the jumper's out and we are reading The Merciless Ones today. This is book 2 to The Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna. I gave book 1 5 stars. I loved the feminism and the critique of the patriarchal society, and it just seems very fitting right now. So I'm going to go into book 2 as it's a new release and very fitting. I don't want to read this because I want to escape from everything that's going on right now, but also do want to read it in an educate myself type of way. It'd be so easy to think that, oh, it's going on in America, so I don't have to think about it. But I saw a TikTok that pointed out that obviously in Ireland, abortion is very, very contested. And the TikTok also mentioned that after a certain point in the pregnancy, if you're in Scotland, you have to come down to England to get an abortion, and that is obviously not practical for a lot of people or possible for a lot of people. So it's really not across the pond. It's something that we need to be worrying about here too. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the merciless ones. I'm gonna read about how men are trash and women are badass bitches who could kill them all, and I'm going to learn a lot and feel better about myself today. So that is the plan. Hi guys, it's been a couple days. As we know, when I start getting into like my work days, I'm terrible for vlogging. Essentially, I have decided to DNF the Gilded Ones for now. Not the Gilded Ones, the Merciless Ones. Not that I don't want to read it, it's just that my lack of fantasy mood is kind of coming through. Once I pick the book up, it's fine, I'll read it, I'm having a good time with it. The minute I put the book down, I just don't want to read it, and I'm constantly thinking about all the other books that I would rather read. I've decided to just get ahead of a potential slump and switch back into romances, because that is clearly like what I want to be reading. Feel like the Merciless Ones might not be the women taking down the patriarchy book that I thought it was going to be. There is an element of like religious devotion in this book that I don't particularly enjoy. I like criticisms of religion, and if that's what this becomes, then I'll probably like it, but I don't like the religion is going to save us narrative that is going on in this book. And whilst I'm not 100% sure that it's going to end up that way, I do kind of feel like it might be the matriarchy is actually just as bad as the patriarchy, and we need an in the middle. I feel like that might be where the message of the book is going, but just for right now, it's really not like working with me and my current mood. So I'm going to pick it up. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, because this book is, I can't stop thinking about it. I don't really know too much about this book other than that it is Schitt's Creek inspired, and don't know the name of our main character, but I know she's like basically Alexis from Schitt's Creek, and she ends up in this really small town and she forms a connection with a local like rugged man. It's like season 1 Schitt's Creek basically, and I just feel like I need something this light. I'm excited to try Tessa Bailey out and potentially have another author with a good few like popular books I can then check out after this one. So yeah, wish me luck with this. So if you guys enjoyed this vlog and you would like to see more from me, then do please feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below and stay tuned for future content. I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and Friday, so there is no shortage of bookish content here for you to enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. You're enjoying everything that you are reading, and there are no reading slumps in your future. And I'll see you on Friday for my next video. Bye guys.